Well, joining me this week, my colleague from the online publication Business Spectator, Robert Gottliebsen, business commentator from The Age and the Sydney Morning Herald, Adele Ferguson, and senior research analyst at Wilson HTM, Ivor Rees. Welcome, everyone. Now, Ivor, it's pretty striking that Commonwealth Bank in Australia, worth more than on the market than Citigroup, but a third of its assets. So what's going on there? Why the difference?
I think you have to look at the composition of what they own and how they earn their money. I mean, the Commonwealth Bank is basically a giant book of mortgages. Even business loans are secured against real estate, so it's an incredibly stable, predictable book. Citibank and all the big American banks are essentially financing huge tranches of securities and securities trading around the world, and it's a big, giant black box, and no one has any confidence that anyone in these American banks actually knows what's going on. We've had a few incidents lately where, you know, a couple of $1 billion of losses have just popped out of nowhere. And the reality is, although Citibank's talking about getting back to the basics, they still very much have an old churn and burn style business running in the background. And
it's a matter of trust, isn't it? Trust in the assets. And
that's right.
I guess there's more trust in the Commonwealth Bank's assets.
Well, that's right. More than 40% of the assets of the major American banks are trading assets, which are basically what their desks are punting.
Yet he could see what he has to do. But that's the wrong way to run a bank, the way the Americans have been doing it.
He can see that.
And he can see it. Whether he can make the changes is the next subject.
He seems to have learnt humility, Adele.
Well,
at least.
He has to, really, doesn't he? When you look at what happened during the GFC with so many investment banks blowing up and the havoc that's been wreaked in Europe, partly because of that, with all the exotic derivatives, you know, and the massive bonuses that a lot of these investment banks were paid, there has to be some sort of humility shown. I
thought one of the other interesting thing you were talking about was the way he's preparing for a breakup of the euro, which is he's making sure that his balance sheet is balanced in each of the countries, right? So his liabilities and his assets are within Greece are balanced, presumably within Italy and Spain as well. But I'm not sure other banks have that opportunity. They are out of balance, I think.
I think they are, but also he picked out Greece. And you can see Angela Merkel and the French president are really putting the acid on Greece now. And so the word's out that Greece is going to have to struggle to stay in, I think.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's true. Well, I think we can move towards the local scene now. There's been a bit happening. Before we have a look at it, here's Kate Tozer with the scoreboard of the week.